What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today, yes, it's a little bit different because we have another vehicle in here. Now, this is not mine. This is actually a friend of the family's. And guys, look, old school headlights were great back in the day, but now with advances in LED technology, it's literally like driving with a candle. So today we're gonna help a friend out and we're gonna put some new LED bulbs in her charger. Guys, look, I'll list all the stuff in the description. It's just bulbs. We are not replacing her fog lights. She said she rarely uses them. And, but she's just having a lot of trouble seeing at night. And honestly, guys, it's a real problem. The headlights aren't fogged over. They're actually in really good shape, but, let's take a look at what we've got before we start. I think I could turn them on. I mean, yeah, look at that. As you can see, yeah, that's just, it's like a yellow tinge. It doesn't have a very good throw. And let's see if we can turn the brights on. I don't know, I'm used to GM stuff. You guys know that. No, I guess we can't turn the brights on without the car being on. Okay, well, that's fine. But even with the brights on, guys, it's just not enough light. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna help her out. I think we're gonna start, I think we can do this from the inner panel. So we may have to get in and turn the wheel right or left and pull these things off in order to reach in there and get it. But we'll pop the hood and see kind of where we go. Like I said, guys, you know, on this channel, we're used to working on GM stuff. So a Dodge kind of throws a kink in my mix, but like I said, we're helping out. So let's get the hood open and see what we can reach from there. Now, actually, my son and a friend of his put a new, oh, it's got a hood prop. Okay. Well, thought I was gonna do this one-handed, but maybe I'm not. But anyway, my son or our neighbor put a new replacement bulb in this recently. And yeah, guys, I don't know that we necessarily have access from right here without pulling the bumper off. Pretty tight quarters. Maybe on the bright, we can get to it from up top. I think we'll have to take the air box out. But, oh, okay, on here, on this side, we'll be able to get to it. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go get a light and see what we're dealing with here. It looks like we can reach this side. Maybe we can take the air box out here, which is just, what, 2 connections, and get to this side without even having to pull that lower panel off. Let's see what we're dealing with here. So, like I said, I think we can reach these through this opening. Boy, that one's way back in there. Let's see if we can turn them. Yeah, we may have to have a flat blade screwdriver to get it unplugged. All right, so here's our bright. Just had to turn it. And then as you can see, it's got pretty standard plug. These are 9006 and 9005 bulbs, I believe. So what I think I'll do is we'll swap one side out and then we'll show a comparison between the two. I'm gonna need a flat blade screwdriver to help me here. Actually, we'll just use this. This was here handy. It's nice that they have some lead on them. We just gotta pry this up, get that clip loose. But let's see here, 9000, should be a 9006, I think, on the bright. Yeah. No, sorry, 9005. And that's the inner light, right? So what I like to do, so you don't get anything mixed up, because a lot of times these interchange, let's go grab our new bulbs and look at what we're replacing it with. So this is our new replacement, okay? It comes from LasFit. And guys, I've had really, really good luck with their products. They seem to fit nice, and they just seem to last. And so they should have a label on them, like this is a 9006, so we'll need that for the outer. And then we should have a 9005 in here. And of course, it comes with stickers and stuff if you really want to advertise their product. I generally don't put stickers on. Okay, so we have a 9005. So what we'll do is since it's got a little more lead on it, we'll see if we can push it in here, turn it. And it should be set up to where it goes directly in the way the old one came out. There we go. I'll try to see if I can see it on the front side. There it is. And then we want the bulb, I believe, straight up and down. We'll look at the instructions, but that fits nice. Let's take a look. You see what I'm talking about when I say straight up and down. You have the ability to move this a little bit. And I'm moving the bulb, not the actual piece that locks it in place. But I believe the kind of the old school way of thinking was that it needed to be up and down. And so I think we've got that. So you can rotate it. So it's in there. Now let's see if we can reach over and turn this one. Of course, it's really close. I think I'm gonna have to reach in there with my left hand to give me the leverage I need to get to the other side here. There we go. Hopefully it's got as much lead on it as the other. Oh, it does. All right. So then we got that one twisted out. Let's get this one pried out. Before I do that though, I'm gonna hook this power up to the other so we don't get them mixed up. They should only fit one way, but sometimes these aftermarket bulbs, they can go either direction. Same thing here. I'm just gonna use my plastic pry tool to get this pulled back. Get this bulb out of here. Not quite as much lead as I'd like, but and then let's see if we can get this twisted in the housing. This one may be a little tougher, just based off the fact that we're going such a small area. Oh, okay. Definitely better. Making sure it's straight up and down. It's kind of harder to see this one. And then let's plug it in. And we're going to test this side, make sure we don't have any issues. I'll probably have to turn the car on, I guess, to get the brights to go. Get it plugged in. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. And look, guys, you can plug them in before, but it makes it a little easier to negotiate them. Let's turn these on and see what happens. She's gonna be amazed. I mean, look at the difference. I don't know, guys. All right, I really want to try the brights. Let me grab the key and we'll try the brights as well. Now, like many of your newer cars, check it out. Both headlights come on at the same time. So guys, look, there's no comparison here. I tell you what, let's also do. Let's turn the light off in the shop so we can get a true feel for what this thing has going on. Look off Cohen's Corvette up there, how much more light it's putting off than on the other side. Look, you can, blatantly obvious. All right, let's, I'm gonna turn those off and we will move to the other side. Now for this side, we could we go through the fender? Yeah, we probably could. But I'm just gonna unhook the box, and I got a Phillips instead of a flathead, but we'll get, I got a flathead bigger. Not really my preference for this one, but let's just see if we can take the box off and how much room that may give us. because I'd rather, believe me, I feel like I have more room to work if I take this off this way. And this just has clips, it looks like, in the front to lift the box up. Like this. And then it swings up and out of the way. We'll just unhook it off this. Now that doesn't gain me as much as I'd like. Let me vacuum that out for her too. But now let's see if we can get the box out. There's, looks like a 10 millimeter here. Make sure there's not another one somewhere. They generally set in like a kind of a cushion style. Let's grab a 10 millimeter. Let's see, this is all that holds this together. Yep. Oh, perfect. Believe me, those two things are way easier than trying to get through the fender, because there's not a ton of room in the fender either. All right, we got, this is the high beam, the easiest one to reach. Trying to get my light down here so you guys can maybe see a little better. So we got our high beam out, which should be our 9005. And we got that one out. Now just make sure these lights have printed on them 9005 and 9006. That's the 6. This is the 5. Let's get it in there and twist it. Perfect. Plug it in. And I really, guys, I don't want to twist the other one. I don't want to test this without putting this back on. I don't want to throw any codes. I guess I could get my HP tuner's cable out and clear them if I had one. But a lot of times if the, well, I guess the mass airflow is up here. Yeah, maybe we'll test them without plugging it in actually. But I was going to say, a lot of times your mass airflow sensor, if it gets any kind of reading that it's like not plugged in or something's out of whack, get issues. This one's fighting me a little. Sometimes there's a set screw in here underneath this, and I may have to grab my pick and see if we need to tighten that up. This one, see how it's spinning around? Oh no, sorry, the set screw's not even in that. Okay, take that back. Just take some time. All right, now we got it in. Let's get it plugged in and we'll give it a test. Wanted to bring you guys in a little closer. You could see what we were dealing with here. You can see them both installed now. This one's kind of a reach, but you know, you got pretty good access over here with that box out of the way. The other one you're kind of doing by feel. You see that one back there. So let's give it a shot. Like I said, I'll put the air box back in. We want to make sure that generally they're not polarity specific, especially these nicer bolts from last fit, but let's make sure. Definitely good there. Let's try the brights. Oh my guys, she's gonna love this. She's absolutely gonna love this. All right, so let's put the box back in, but like I said, I'm gonna clean her headlight housings off a little bit for her, just to make sure we got a nice bright light tonight when she drives home, because she's at work right now. I went and grabbed this from her and doing this while she was at work. Let's set this thing back in here. Only goes one way. And guys, it straddles, I don't know if you noticed, but it straddles this box that comes up from the fender. I have had another friend hydro lock one of these cars, and it makes me think that the reason they did that is that's so low in the fender. So don't drive through puddles fast. Put our filter back in. Get this lined up. And it goes in the back. There's a kind of an area where it clips into place. There we go. Make sure we tighten this back up. And do not forget to put the cold air feed back on. And when I say that, it goes to the top of the intake. That is important. And we are set. There we go. That one didn't clip in all the way. All right, let's clean our headlights off. There we have it. We got them all cleaned off. Look, they're starting to delaminate. They've got rock chips in them. You know, this is an older car, but guys, you can't argue with these results. She's going to be very happy. Like I said, she's just having trouble seeing at night. And man, these new headlights, they just make a world of difference. I think she'll really, really be happy with this, but not too bad of a process. You know, the biggest part, just pulling off that air box, which was one 10mm and one Phillips screw, and then one cold air feed line to the intake or to the valve cover. Relatively simple. The other side, there was nothing in the way. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Like I said, I know that we're not used to having Mopar stuff on here, but hey, sometimes you got to help out some friends. But if you guys did enjoy this video, like always, go down there, hit that thumbs up button, ring that bell notification that notifies you every time we drop a new video. Of course, hit the subscribe and stay tuned to see what might happen to come through this garage next.